We got to talk about this tactical tri-pack. Make sure you guys smash the and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. They're showing some surprises at me out here, and I didn't expect this, but there's no hint on what these three themes are going to be for this tactical tri-pack, but this is interesting. So easily enjoy building competitive level decks with themes with differing tactics. The release of the new concept pack, Tactical Tri-Pack, has been confirmed. Now, this is very interesting. All right, Konami's really pulling this Tactical Tri-3 stuff very strong. This comes out June 28th, 2025. So this is going to be the summer. And this is actually a month after the Tactical Tri decks for Exosister and for what was it? Rescue Ace. And it's going to be 1 pack, 5 cards, 15 packs per box. So new concept pack, Tactical Tri-Pack, has been announced for the release on June 28, 2025. That will let you build decks out of the pack for themes for varying strategies. This pack contains cards for 3 themes, as well as cards that have fantastic synergy with those themes, letting you build different types of decks with those packs. And not only are those brand new cards to unleash brand new strategies, but there's also highly versatile existing cards in here as well. Now, this is interesting. So Konami started the Tactical Tri decks in Japan as the concept of, hey, we can print these, we can sell you an already existing deck for $8. And it's full of all of these reprints. You guys can go ahead and you can get excited about this, but we're not making enough money off of this. We need to get the printer going. And what if we just give these themes more than a couple of cards? Because the problem with these themes, and we'll use the Evil Twin, for example. Evil Twin got 2 generic cards. Same thing with Eldritch and so forth. They got 2 generic cards that were, generic support cards. And they got 2 cards to help out their theme. All right? That was not enough. And I think that Konami kind of has acknowledged that a little bit, that they want to power up these themes and they want to get more exciting and more developed towards these things. And they're going, hey, we have to do more. So how can we do more? Because I hate to say this, but it's cool that they've been given these themes support. But you may as well give certain themes no support at all if you're only going to give them 2 cards. Like, for an example out here, you gave Super Quantal 3 cards, which, revitalized the deck, got people excited. People were running around. But you didn't give them a new Megazord. You didn't give them... I'm still noticing, the same problems are still here. You're diluting your hand at the end of the combo. You've done everything that you set out to do, and it's just it's job done at the end. It's like, maybe if we had another consistency card or something else to make this a little bit better. You need to start improving the game plans of these decks if you want to be giving existing support to these, because as it stands right now, and I hate to say this, I really do, but you're better off, just buying a new modern era theme that's coming out that's looking really strong. Look at Rizal Malice, for example. Those two have been running the meta. And, no matter how you're going to spin this, all of the older themes are going to have their age showing and their lack of that. It's kind of like, every time that they would dump a new samurai theme out here, I'm always been kind of impressed that they're just like, oh, here's 10 new cards, go nuts. And instead, in more modern era times, Konami just goes, well, let's just give the theme 2 to 3, sprinkle it on a little bit. It's not... They're not doing enough. I believe, and I'm going to say this, the success of this pack is going to depend on how many cards that they're going to dump in here. You've also got to remember the way that this is echoing in my head right now is this feels very, very reminiscent of what they did with Terminal World, where they picked the themes. They're like, oh, hey, you guys can get everything straight out of the pack here. You can get excited about this. And it's going to be the same thing. I'm hoping if we get 4 cards, actually 4 seems to be the magic number, right? It's what Evil Twin and Eldritch got, right? 2 generics, 2 in-house support cards. It really looks like to me that Konami has been not wanting to design new cards per se, and that they want to, slow down the expansion of the speed of the game. It's like, if we don't make all these crazy new cards, but then we have people still treasure the old ones, they'll still be able to enjoy the old ones, but we still have to make new themes and stuff. It's interesting to see this. So for this, I'm not exactly even sure who's going to make it into this. I could imagine that something from Magistus Invoked. I would be even so far as to look at, something from the, what was it? Junon is the name. Oh, man. Spellbook Tower. There we go. Prophecy. It'd be really cool to see something from Prophecy make its way in here. But since this is the Tactical Tri-Pack, you may as well cross off all of your themes for Terminal World. If we follow the pattern that we've had the last 2 years, Terminal World will come out later this year. I fully expect they're going to do a Terminal World 3. That's your big thing right now is, come the summer, Konami looks like they want to break the year into 2. For summer, they want people to be able to pick up these themes for the competitive season. You can get Exorcist or something straight out of the box. You can go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the summer. You spend your $8, whatever they're going to do with this in addition to that. And instead, they, instead of doing the 3 decks, they broke it down, said, hey, we're going to go ahead and do this. Which, instead of doing the 3rd deck and then doing a pack instead and doing 5 themes in general, I could get used to this. I really could. I love the idea that Konami's trying to push with this because it gets you excited, man. I'm wondering which of the former deck build packs that they're going to boot back into this, because I really am. Now, this is a new pack. This also means that we're going to have to sit here. We're going to have to follow the mentality of, oh boy, what's the TCG going to do with this garbage? How are we going to get this product? Judging by how this is looking, this might not be until this is going to be a very, very late product for us. So while we're going to be excited seeing this stuff, take off generally for the OCG side, I think it's going to be a while before we get an impactful piece of news on this. It's probably going to get broken down into a future battle set or something, but we'll have to wait and see. I really wish I had more for you here. I just, the only things we can narrow down on the themes are they're not going to be Terminal World related because Terminal World 3 exists. So, got to wait even longer for my Evil Swarm support. I have a feeling things tied into Magistus, something from that would make sense to dump it in here to revitalize it, because Magistus, something from that lore needs a power-up to, bring it modern era cards. I mean, Invoked, I guess, as well, but, Prophecy seems like it would be a perfect candidate to want to drop in here. But then, how many other, these former deck build packs do you want to dump on into this and do another round with them? Because that's kind of what it feels like here. Konami needs to revisit these themes and, hey, we made this, and come back several years later and go, hey, here's more for you. I love that idea, but you just can't just give this the 4-card treatment and call it a day. You really need to give some dedication and time to this and properly harvest this, but we're probably going to get 4-card syndrome again, and I guess at this point in time it is what it is. But are you guys excited for Tactical Tri-Pack? It's an idea, that's for sure, and I'll have to wait and see how this develops. But please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'm definitely excited to see what Konami's going to pull out on this one.
Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.